Look at the fishes around them. His tail's in the air.
Like they just don't care.
Did you do your intro?
No, not yet. Hi everybody and welcome back to Brayden's Adventures. Yo, we are here actually today at Blue Springs. I'm not down by the springs right now, but it is very, very amazing. I'm actually by, looks like it used to be some water runoff or some trail, and also right next to the Blue Springs Trail. It's a 10-minute walking trail that you can see some amazing things. Also see the Blue Trail. Now, I've been here once before. By the way, there's a gift shop. I've been here once before, and last time I loved it. There weren't very many manatees due to it being, you know, warmer. It's January 17th on a Sunday, and it's cold. It's very cold out, I can admit it. I'm not wearing a jacket right now, but it's very cold out. So there is a count of 382 manatees. Isn't that a lot? I think that is a lot. Last time I think there's only about 15 manatees that were actually here. Today's gonna be a very quiet day, more quiet, because we want to see some manatees, you know? Manatees, the big fat sea cows, as they're called, sea cows. Now, they are an endangered species, so they are protected, and you can also go onto different sites. Also, you can go to the floridastate.gov, learn more about manatees and how they are endangered and what you can do to protect them, as they are endangered from boats, you know, getting killed, getting scratched and all that, and loss of habitat as well. So basically during the winter, when it is so they go out to the ocean where it is warm out during the summer, because, you know, the ocean water is warmer, and then the Blue Springs, since they're warmer water than the ocean, they'll come here and stay here until it gets warm enough again to where they can go back out to the ocean. So winter, more cold time is the best time to come, so you can see some big, cool, fat looking animals. From what I understand, they are mammals. They feed off of the vegetation on the ground, so kind of like this wheat, you know, the trees, the weeds and stuff, but on the ground, and that's why they are called sea cows, because I'm guessing they're also relatives of cows somehow in the way they do everything. Let's continue in and enjoy a lovely day here at Blue Springs State Park. The fat cow.
What kind of fish are those?
There's some more back there.
I have no idea.
Did you get the fishies?
I got the fishy. There's a lot of fishies here though.
Did you get the, that's a gar. The one
gar?
with the sword looking nose.
Right there, if you can see that one. A gar? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, G-A-R. The different type of gar, but I don't know.
Look at all those fish out there, Brandon.
Oh my gosh. Wow, there's a lot of fish over there. Yeah, they're all huddling up over there, probably to stay warm. There's a few there, and there's some more over there.
Should be a bunch of them eat and help the others, right?
Do they give big warm farts? What? So while I have a moment to talk, I just want to talk again about all the manatees and what happens to them. When you come to Blue Springs or anywhere where you can see a manatee, you will see scar marks on them. Those scar marks are caused by boats, fishing line, many things hitting them and scarring them on their back. When they are fully healed, they will turn white, where you can see all the dead tissue that was covered by new, clean tissue, and they are scarred for life. Different helpers, like Save the Manatees, which is a group who go around counting all the scars and stuff, and they will protect the manatees. When I go to SeaWorld and you see the manatees, those manatees are actually from here, Blue Springs Park, where they will bring them in, rehab them, and then bring them back out once they are fit to come back out into the water. The ones that are Disney that you'll see near the Nemo ride are actually unfit to come back out into the water, sadly, and have to be kept there for the rest of their life because they can't make it out on their own anymore. I'm going to continue to walk around here and try to find more manatees and just, you know, have more fun. I mean, right now I'm in a little park area. They actually have a park over there. They have a bathroom. Way back where I was, like I said, there's a gift shop. Now the manatee count now is 321 manatees. You can also ask a manatee expert about questions here at Blue Springs. They will be happy to answer. A good place to come if you just want to see manatees and have an amazing time. They will have these signs posted up throughout the Blue Springs, and you can learn some history. Florida's Park Service, which acquired Blue Springs in 1972, continues to provide recreations while working to preserve the park's natural and cultural resources. So, 1972, they started acquiring Blue Springs, and they made it into the way they did today, which is beautiful. It's not really blue, it's more greenish water, but I guess it's more clear water. There's a lot of history here. If you guys want to pause the video and read some, you can. I'll start up here. Lewis Thursby arrived here in 1856. Lewis and his family were the first white settlers to make a permanent home at Blue Springs. During the early years, the steamboat was their only link to the outside world. The boats landed Enterprise on Lake Monroe, bringing the U.S. mail and supplies for the few scattered families in the area. The Hattie and Starlight were two steamboats that operated in the early 1870s, a period of growth on the river. The Governor Milton was a Confederate boat, named for Florida's wartime governor John Milton. It was captured by the Darlington under Union command. So there are two parking lots, and we parked in parking lot number 2. Since we were on number 1, we get to go on this little wooden pathway that's right next to the Blue Springs. It's a really nice little kind of jungly trail. Look at the water, see fishy wishies and fat sea cows. In summer, I'm pretty sure they allow you to go snorkeling and scuba diving. I could go snorkeling and to go in that water, see what's down there. Now, there probably won't be any manatees down there, but there could be stuff down there. I've never been into that water. It's only my second time here since the times I've lived in Florida. They also do things like boat cruises, kayaking, bicycling, and many other things here at Blue Springs besides just watching manatees. I'm now going to walk onto the Blue Springs Trail, which is a 10-minute walking trail. So basically it's just a walking trail into the forest where you'll get to see different things led through the Blue Springs. Let's get walking.
Yeah, if I can. Okay. I'll just go off the nose.
Wow. 100,000 gallons of water poured out.
No, that's like 100 million, right?
Oh, 100
That's
100 million gallons of water pours out of Blue Springs each day, making it one of the largest springs in North America ever flowing. It's very quiet through here. I'm going to try to stay a little bit quieter, not to disturb anything. It's very jungly out here, or more, I guess that's the word, foresty, jungly, wetlandy. Reading that sign right there, it says that Blue Springs pop up from the ground, and they can go uphill. I'm guessing something to do with gravity or movement on Earth. There's a little waterway back here. It looks like just a dead end for everything. There's no leading trail. I guess coming up here there is one that leads somewhere. I wonder where it goes. Very muddy down there. Kind of reminds me of the mud walk I did in 5th grade, where we walked about a 2-mile trail and then we let ourselves into muddy, murky water. It was fun, but very, it was hard working. Let's just put it that way. It took a lot of your work to be able to get yourself through that mud and all that water. It was also freezing cold because we did it more towards winter time. So the water was not the warmest whatsoever. It's a little nice walk, you know, if you just want to come back here and be alone or come with some friends. It's nice and quiet on this trail, except when you pass people. Oh, it's probably also a good exercise for a lot of people. For me, it's going to be definitely a good exercise. I probably will get my steps in for today, which is 8,000. I do want to take a little moment to tell you guys masks are not required here at Blue Springs. They are requiring the gift shop though. That's the only time you will have to wear one. Okay, tube and diver entry. No water entry beyond this point. So this looks like this is an area where you can hop into the water. And like that area that we saw back there. We'll head down there real quick, see what's down there. Probably just another entrance like we saw back there. Danger. Submerge hazard, swim at your own risk. There's an alligator sign here that states that alligators are present. Please call local authority to get the alligators moved out of the swimming area. Snorkeling and free diving at Blue Springs. It's a lot shallow here.
In the middle looks like it's...
So if you want to come tubing or over here, you can. So it's just a little pull-off area there if you want to hop into the water. I think this is actually the place that you're only allowed to hop into the water if you're going to tube. And snorkeling is probably better here. Scuba diving probably over back where we were because it is deeper, so you can go further down. The green walkway I am on right now, from what I can tell, is to when all your water drips down, it gets soaked into that instead of the wood to make it slippery. Oh look, we're coming up to a pavilion over here. Very zigzaggy. Looks like this is where the Blue Springs actually ends. Where it stops. Or it starts. Manatee hot
Oh, I
tub.
can't do that.
Look at inside.
Yeah, I see you.
Manatees live in rivers, bays, canals, and even oceans. They need warm water and able to survive. So the trail does end right up here. I've actually never been back here. It's pretty cool. It's a dead end. And what they call it is a manatee hot tub because it's so warmed up over here. I'm guessing there's a hot pocket down on the ground that's warming it up.
Really?
Let's give a little science history here. Well, science topic. That is a trench that has a hot pocket inside of it, which is allowing magma to heat up the surface and hot water is rising up, which is causing convection current through the ground. If anyone knows their information better than me, please let me know. This is from what I understand about science and hot pockets and trenches and all that. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you did enjoy. Let me know your favorite part. My favorite part was everything. I really enjoyed all of it. I actually did find my name in a bear claw. B-R-A-D, and that's how you spell my name, yes. So I'm leaving, sadly, now. I have to leave the manatees. But please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're informed when I upload new and awesome videos. As always, see you next time and have a magical day.